Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, RV extraordinaire, coming here from Beckley's Camping Center today to show you the all-new 380FL Solitude by Grand Design. Now, I have all the specs and pricing down below, but for any more information on this camper or any others, be sure if you call, if you email, or if you stop by Beckley's Camping Center, you ask for Paul, the Air Force guy. But let's get on to this camper. Now, you can get this thing several different ways. This particular one, the way we have it ordered in, we have it already framed and wired for a generator. Now, this would be an LP generator. So that is something that is available on this camper. You're also going to notice up in the front, kind of hard to see in this, but in the front molded cap, you can see LED lights. Now, just one thing of many things you're going to like about this is the fact that when you're looking at this front molded cap, you're going to notice automotive windshield in it, as well as the LED lights. As you can see, makes it easy for you when you're backing up, trying to hook up to your pin. And of course, up along the windshield, you can see additional lights. Now, another nice thing that Solitude does is the fact, or Grand Design, I guess you could say, is that they put these little blue lights underneath your slide out. So that way there, hopefully you don't have to put these noodles on here to keep you from hitting your head. Now, in this area, it makes it very easy for you to hook up for your water, for your black tank rinse. There's also where you're going to turn on, you have a chance to turn on your water pump here if you needed to, because it has the outside shower. Self-explanatory as far as it labeled very nicely for your cable, for your satellite, where you want to put your satellite. Cable goes everywhere. Satellite will be labeled for each of the additional areas that you have TVs in them. But as you can see right in this area, this is all set up, and it's very easy to tell you how to use that, how to set those things up according to how you're going to be camping. And of course, you can see the whole house water filter. Low point drains are here. This is heated and enclosed. And right up at the top here, you can see this is where your automatic leveling system is located. Now, looking underneath your camper, you're going to see there's a sealed and enclosed underbelly, but what I want you to understand is look at how they have the metal strip going along with the screws. If you take a look underneath any other fifth wheel other than Solitudes, you're going to notice they're just going to use screws about every 12 to 16 inches, and that'll give you sagging, allowing critters to get in or hot air to come out. That's important for those of you that might be looking at this full time or wanting to keep critters from getting in. Now, because you have no bumper on the back here, you're going to have a place where you can store your sewer hose. Nice thing with that is when you have bumpers, I don't know how many you might see sewer hoses hanging out as people are driving around, so it's a little bit more secure for your sewer hose. Now, as we're looking at this, one of the problems with the front living rooms is the fact that you do not have much outside storage, as you can see. But that problem is solved, and I'm going to go over that in a little bit, but let me just show you some things that they have under here. Of course, they have it so that if you want to put your, by the way, there's your vacuum hose and so forth, and some water cartridges over, but you have access to using the vacuum cleaner system from in here as well as inside. And then, of course, you have this is for a Furrion. This is a wireless charging docking station and port for your portable Bluetooth speaker and flashlight. So that's all right there. So it's up at the front, but now let me show you the benefit of how this camper is made to give you so much additional storage. Up in this location. So you have two different black tank rinses, and that way there you're able to rinse out the black tank after you empty them. So now when it's time to dump the tanks, you're able to go ahead and dump them right here, and you can see that the poles are above the floor. Everything's right there. You're going to have two gray tanks, you're going to have two black tanks, and then you have right down here, this is where you actually connect your sewer hose. It's going to be right here behind the rear jack, right there. Hooks up right there. And then you do have a black tank rinse right here. This will be for the front tank. And then you have another black tank rinse. Now, you might have seen this kind of storage in the 375 RES, where you have the full pass-through, and you can see the lighting in here. And notice how it has a heat duct. Kind of see it over the other side. You're going to have 110 outlet over here. Plenty of lighting, and you can see the aluminum frame construction that they're using. And take a look at this. Now, unfortunately, where I have this plant, I cannot open up this tray, but this tray can hold up to 300 pounds. And notice I have the netting right there, but if you had some kayaks you wanted to hang them from in here, you could do that. So you'd be able to hang, if you wanted to, hang off the aluminum frame in here, some kayaks or something, and you can just drop that netting to make it easier. But that tray does pull out. As you can see, you have the storage door in the back. Now you also have a ladder on the back, and you're able to get up on the roof if need be, and it is already wired and framed for your rear observation camera. And remember, I told you did not have a bumper, and you do have this hitch receiver, and notice you also have a 4-way plug in case you needed to plug something in that had lights on it back here. Now, I don't know how well you could see it, but you could see from the LED light strip that's down below there, that's lighting it up underneath your camper. Makes it nice so you're able to see your camping spot. Maybe you don't want to have the lights on out here, but you see you have your outside stereo speakers. And notice how you have 2 awnings. So you have one awning back here, as well as the awning that's going to come out over the door and the slide out. And those do adjust so you can drop them down even further. You're also going to notice that this is a 6-point leveling system, and you probably see the LED light strip up there in the front for your front portion. And again, that's going to be enclosed and heated underbelly. Now, for those of you that might have had this type of steps or something similar to this before, you're going to love the new step. This is the step above by MORride, and the nice thing is it's very light to lift up, but as you lift it, as you notice, it's kind of like a piano hinge, or like for a computer screen, you have a laptop, you open it up and it doesn't go anywhere. So this isn't going to drop down and hit Johnny on the head or anything, or if your kids wanted to lift it, they're able to lift it because it's not going to fall back down on them and create a problem. And then this will just lift right up in the doorway. So it makes it very nice, makes it easy. And of course, they do have adjustable feet or legs, whatever you like to, so you can adjust them individually. Now, for those of you that may not have had the opportunity to walk up and take a look at the roof, just want to show you this. They're using the Alpha Systems TPO. That's a thermopolyurethane type vinyl. It's compared to like a cross type polymer type vinyl. A little bit better than rubber. You're not going to have the black streaks like you do. But this, as you can see, it's a very clean and well thought out, as you can see, roof. Now, when you're looking at a fifth wheel, something you might want to consider looking at is, what are the sidewalls on your fifth wheel? Have you seen some where you push on them and it's not a laminated sidewall? You push on it, it's like spongy. You're wondering, does that have water damage already? That's the way some of these manufacturers make them. So, but this one, as you can see, this is a laminated sidewall, just like this is here. That's very important when you want to have structural integrity in your slide out mechanism, or actually your slide out box itself. That just helps it as far as keeping this thing square and level. So now let's go on inside here. So you have a nice big grab handle. First thing you're going to notice is how there's lighting up underneath of the countertop there. Let me just kind of give you a preview of what you're looking at here. So that's going to the back, and then looking up to the front, what you're looking at as you walk in the door. So let's start by going up in the living room. So you're going to notice the heat duct coming across the floor there, but also this is where you have your vacuum cleaner. So if you're going to hook up your hose, it hooks up there. But then right down here, you just sweep your pile over, come over, lift this up. It will turn on, and that'll suck in the dirt from the floor. You notice a little place, a little cubby down underneath the step there. Able to kick some shoes up underneath there. Nice little handle as you're coming up through the steps here. And then this is the front living room area. Lots of windows. Of course, you're going to have the electric recliners with heat and massage. You can see the fireplace. The TV is going to come up out of the cabinet there, but then look at the window. Going to give you some great views of your campsite. So in order to put your TV up, you can see that there's a little switch right there. And then of course you have dimmers for the lighting that you see up along the cabinets there. So if you want to shut off the rest of your lighting, let me see if I can go ahead and do that here. Oops, that's not the switch. So let me turn off the other lights here and you kind of see. So you see now the lighting up along in this area. So you have it above the cabinet and below it, and then you have this dimmer switch, and as you push on the dimmer switch, it'll dim down as you see, and then sometimes you got to just push it just right, and then you can dim those lights down to how you'd like to have them. Now both of these sofas will open up into a bed, and this is a wide body, so this is going to be 5 inches wider than some of the other fifth wheels that are out there. So when you're talking to somebody, take a look at what the exterior width is. This is a 101.5, and that gives you the additional space on the floor in here, and will allow you to put these beds out so they don't hit. I'll just let you see where you have the theater seating. Notice also how they have the curtain up here. So if you have company, you can go ahead and they can have some privacy. So kind of want to show you, this is where your AM, FM, CD, stereo, DVD player, Bluetooth stereo is going to be with the different zones. Now you're going to have a drawer on either side as well as a cabinet space down below. And then on this side, I just pulled this drawer out all the way so you can kind of see. And then if you don't have the stereo, you're going to have a little bit additional storage. Now all your windows are going to have a pull down shade to give you privacy. Windows are heavily tinted to allow during the daytime for you to have privacy inside. So you don't necessarily need to have them pulled down during the day. Now this does have a Coleman Mach air conditioner. The benefit to this over the others is because you have this quick cool feature, and it is quiet. Something I would highly recommend you do is have somebody plug this unit in and turn it on, because you will notice that it is much quieter than a lot of the other air conditioners out there. And when you have the type of air conditioners where you have the warm air returns where you don't see the air conditioner, you don't have a quick cool feature when you can't cool off this area quickly. One thing you're going to notice with this air conditioning system also is the amount of ducts being blowing air into the camper. They had the air conditioning air flowing so quickly up in the duct system that they had to design it so it would actually push the air down into the camper. So these ACs do work very well. Now let me just give you another vantage point of the kitchen. And of course then you have the freestanding dinette over on your door side. Now this is your refrigerator. Now this is the RV refrigerator. It does have the ability to have the residential refrigerator in here, and even with the RV refrigerator, it does come with the ice makers. So that's something that's standard with these. Now you can hear the fan going. These actually do have a little bit of air circulation compared to the other RV refrigerators out there, allowing there to be some air circulation so stuff doesn't freeze at the top as quickly as in some of the others. Now as you come in the door, this little area here, you can actually put a TV if you wanted to right here. The connections are right there. But this is where you're going to be able to start your generator, check your levels, turn your tank heaters on, water heater, slides, awning, everything is right here, easily accessible. Your storage to the left here, as you can see, good storage there. Although these doors are not very deep in depth, they do have some good storage. That one here is a tall drawer. And then you see it's easily accessible for your breakers and fuses, and some additional storage here. Now looking back where your microwave, that is a convection microwave. So you're able to use that on microwave, convection, or a combination of the two. 3-burner cooktop. You've got the nice Furon oven there, and that'll actually light itself. It actually has its own sparker, and you can see you have the electronic sparker for your 3-burner cooktop. Drawer down below, and let me show you the drawers you have behind your sink area here, and storage down below under your sink. So you have a little trash can right there, and then storage there. Now for the sink in your Solitude, you can see a high-rise faucet with a pull-down sprayer, and this is 70/30 Sink bowl. Quite the nice little addition to the kitchen. Now that does have the solid surface cutting boards that you could set over top of them, so if you needed to have additional counter space there, you could use it that way for you. So you see right on this side, that's of course your little light switch for this, and then you have a GFI outlet. So you have an outlet there. Also going to have an outlet up here by your cooktop, and then of course, as you saw over where you can hook a TV up, and then you're also going to have a 110 outlet down in the corner for your dinette table. Now for pantry, you might be saying, Paul, where the heck do we have a pantry? That's going to be right in here. Notice how they put the lights now are on the door frame instead of being up top. Now you're able to see clearly what you have inside, and you do have adjustable shelves there, and then you have the drawers that pull out, and look at how nicely they pull out. So you have 3 of those. Now back in this area, this is where you have a max air fan control, and that's going to be right here in the kitchen, right there. And what you're able to do is, if you're cooking, you just open a window in the kitchen or somewhere, and that'll pull everything right from there and take it right out the fan up on top. Now let's say you're entertaining, you have some company here, but you don't want to have them going tramping through your bedroom to use your bathroom. Well, that's the beauty of this front living room. Look at this half bath. So it's right off the kitchen. They've got it styled really nicely with the lighted window, a fake window if you will, faux window, whatever you'd like to call it. It is heated and air conditioned in here. Good space by the toilet. Good storage down below. Nice little sink. And you do have a medicine cabinet and 110 outlet. And then look at how tall it is in here. And you do have a power vent fan. So if need be, that's all right there in that bathroom. Now looking over at your dinette, you're going to have four chairs. 2 are going to be folding chairs, so you're able to put those away if you just want to have 2 chairs. And you can see how you have the little table extension there. And look at those windows. Nice big windows all around that table. So that's all right there. And as I mentioned, you do have a 110 outlet to the front side of that slide out. Now as you're going up the steps to the bedroom, you're going to have one of the closets here that you could utilize for hanging some clothes and so forth. And then the other one, because you can see where they put the handle, you can utilize that while you're up the stairs. Now going up the stairs, as you can see, you do have a handle. So as we come up the steps, let me kind of show you this bedroom a little bit. So you have the window up above it, but that's above where your backrest is going to be. And you can see you have the barn style type pocket doors up here. And so as I was showing you down below, you had the hanger and another one up here that you can reach while you're up here in the bedroom. Now as far as storage in the bedroom, you got this nice, you have 6 drawers here, as you can see how big they are, or deep or tall or whatever. So you have 6 of those. Of course you have nice dresser space there. Then of course you're going to have closet space, and notice how you have the pull out for your clothing. So it's hanging there. So that's inside there. And then of course more little storage down below. So you're going to have one of these on either side of the dresser. So this is what it looks like from the bed angle. And you can notice that the TV is directly across, and notice a sound bar down below the TV. And you have another air conditioner here in the bedroom. It's going to be controlled right over there on the other side of the bed. 110 outlet down below. That way there you can have this bedroom as cold as you would like it. Now of course, looking down on the floor down there, you're going to notice you're missing something. Notice, and you're missing something in the bedroom as well. On the bedroom floor, again, no heat ducts. So all the heat ducts are going to be coming out of the cabinets or walls, blowing across the camper, and that keeps you from having dust and debris collecting in those vents. Now this door here, it closes. You see it's a barn style door. And I want to show you something on there. You know how with your barn store doors that you have a little magnet right here. You see a little magnet, so when this one is closed, it's able to just connect right there from a magnet standpoint, so it'll hold in place and keep it so it's private. So that way there, if you're not totally level, it's not going to be sliding back, opening on you. So in this door going into the bathroom, you're going to notice that we have no wall for that to connect to. So, but they're pretty smart on this. Took me a little bit to figure out. What they've done is, let me get back inside here. I'm going to show you. So what they did, instead of, because you have the magnet set there, but it won't connect. So you have a little magnet down below, and that's going to connect right on the wall there. So it makes it quite nice, because as you can see, we're not really level right here, so I can connect that down there if I wanted to, but you're going to notice that because I'm not quite level, that is going to slide back open. Now let's take a look at this bathroom. This bathroom is unbelievable. Take a look at the shower. I'm going to start with the shower first. Take a look at the shower. Notice how you have a little, like a little tub. This is like what they call a California tub shower. A little seat in there, place for putting some soap and shampoos and so forth. You can adjust the head of that shower up and down. You also have the skylight. It's a 3-door. But then also take a look at the sinks. You have 2 sinks, and look at that nice big mirror, and notice the light around the mirror itself. So if you didn't want to have the lights on at top, you can just have the lights on the mirror itself. Looks pretty cool. So looking at it from another angle, you can see your sinks, under countertop mounted sinks, and nice storage up above there, as well as down below. And then you're going to have some additional storage down below the sinks, and another little 2 more drawers. Just so I can show you the storage up underneath. You can see from this cabinet it's going to go back along back there, and then of course on this side you have additional. And then of course you're going to have the 2 drawers. One's going to be deep, the other one's not going to be so deep. But notice you have an outlet here. You're also going to have an outlet up over here. So over there for your, curling iron, for your blow dryer, electric toothbrushes, whatever. You do have plenty of outlets for that. Now, for those of you that want a washer and dryer, or you want to go ahead and hang some additional clothing and have additional storage, you can see all this cabinet space is kind of like a walk-in here. So you have the clothes hanger, but it's already wired and framed for the air conditioner. It's already plumbed and everything for your washer and dryer. You have your electrical outlets for the dryer and the washer. You can put a combo unit in here, or you could go ahead and put the stackable style unit in there. Now, something I like about how Grand Design does things is when you lift the bed up, and this is something I would highly recommend whenever you're looking at any RV, lift up the main bed and see how accessible the storage is. Look at how high that bed gets up out of the way. You don't have to use your head to hold it up. And then look at the additional storage you have here. So of course this is where you have the additional chair, and then there's additional storage back underneath here. So underneath this part you're able to put some things, and back there further under the bed you can put things. So that is all up underneath the bed. Oh, and by the way, this bed is actually 72 inches width by 80 inches in length. So good size, king size bed for you. Let me give you one more preview of this camper from the other direction. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Paul Chamberlain. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed that walkthrough on the new Solitude. This is a 380FL by Grand Design. For more information on this camper or any others, be sure if you call, if you email, or if you stop by Beckley's Camping Center, you do ask for Paul, the Air Force guy. As I mentioned earlier, I have all the specs and pricing for this particular unit down below, but hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're liking this, because I'll be having more updates coming on a weekly basis. Goal is to have about 2 to 3 videos every week, how-to videos, vlogs, different things, but always trying to be informative. So appreciate it, and I'll be back again soon. Take care.